Matilda set off in search of a book.
What's up, guys? We find ourselves today in beautiful Los Angeles, California, doing some more filming locations. And right behind me, what might be an unassuming black gate, which it is a very special house that I'm sure everybody grew up watching and knows what it is. Behind me, behind this gate, is the Trunchables house from Matilda, and that's what we're going to be doing today, the Matilda filming locations. This particular movie is one of my absolute favorite childhood movies. And it's just so surreal to be here at this house with a Lamborghini, no less. You know, who would have ever thought, me watching those movies all those years ago, or even recently, that I would have been at the Trunchables house with a Lamborghini? You know, how awesome is that? Now, obviously, we can't really see much behind the gate because all of the foliage and the gate itself. But I have a drone. We're gonna go straight up, and we're gonna see if we can get anything good. Maybe we can see something recognizable. I haven't done it yet, so I don't know up to this point, but let's find out together and we'll see if we can find anything and match some shots up maybe. And if you didn't know, also, fun fact about the Trunchables house is that it's the same house used in Catch Me If You Can. It's the Strong's house. When they're having the wedding party, that's where Tom Hanks would show up to arrest Leonardo DiCaprio, and he would have made his way out the window and just slightly missed catching his target. But they used the exact same house. Obviously, it was more fixed up for Catch Me If You Can, and in Matilda, it was a lot more beaten down. But let's take a look and let's see what we find. Back into her father's house. Okay, so there you have it, the Trunchables house right behind me, right behind these black gates. Awesome. Let's go hit up the next location, guys. What's up, guys? Today we find ourselves in Whittier, California, about a 45 to 50-minute drive away from the Trunchables house. And right behind me is Matilda's house, the Wormwood house. And although a lot of the exterior has changed, for instance, there's a window now that's on this side of the house, which I'll get to in a minute. The garage doors, as an example, are completely different, although it is the same configuration, you know, a single and then a double. But the one thing that hasn't changed that I absolutely adore are the staggered steps that we see Matilda come down when she heads that way to the library. This is so awesome to be here. And if you would have ever told me that I would have brought a Lamborghini to Matilda's house, I would have never believed you. This is an absolute dream. Not even in my wildest dreams I would have ever thought of this. But let's check out the house and let's see what's up.
The Wormwood guy's back!
Harry and Zinnia Wormwood lived in a very nice neighborhood, in a very nice house, but they were not really very nice people.
So hopefully with the drone, I was able to recreate the shot where they're coming home with Matilda, and Mr. Wormwood's trying to hit the kids. It's the Mr. Wormwood guy. Get out of the street, you little dodos.
Get out of the street, you little dodos.
And he's coming down this way. And then they come up the driveway right here with the little station wagon and leave Matilda behind. These doors have since been changed, obviously, because the doors that were on it before were like super 90s. I mean, they're dated. Like a lot of this house was dated, even the interior, which was a soundstage, by the way. Yeah, but the house itself was like, I mean, for the time, I guess it wasn't dated, obviously, but like when you look back on it now, it's super dated. And over here, this window was non-existent. It had like some weird 90s decor. I don't know, it was odd. It was very odd. So I'm super happy that the staggered steps are still here, you know? And I love that scene where she comes down to go to the library. She comes down this way right here, and she works her way that way to the library, which is actually located in downtown LA. Well, close to downtown LA. And I believe the camera would have been something to this effect, and it would have followed her this way. And like I said, the Trunchables house is about a 45-50 minute drive, I believe, north of here. So they kind of went all over the place with this movie. But here it is, Matilda's house. Okay, so from my understanding, I believe that the house was only used in exterior shots. The interior, based on my research, was done in a soundstage, as well as Crunchman, what is it, primary school? That was also set up as a, it was a prop, I guess. The whole school was built, but only like the front facade was an actual, like, was the prop. Behind it was nothing but like scaffolding and everything like that. So all the classrooms that you see were on a set as well. Also, when they're throwing all the food at the Trunchable, as she's trying to escape at the end, if you notice behind the kids, where they're sticking their heads out the window and their whole body, half their body out the window, even in the main doors, you can see that in the background it's completely black. It's absolutely black because, like I said, it's just a prop. There's nothing behind it. So next time you watch the movie, try to notice that.
And the Trunchbull was gone, never to be seen or heard from.
But yeah, I tried looking for the actual location of Crunchman Hall, but to no avail, like where it was built. But again, it's probably just an empty lot at this point, or something was built on it. So it was really pointless to even bother to even, I mean, I did put in a good amount of research, but even if I did find the location, I think it wouldn't be worth going to see and taking out some time of the day to go see where it was at one point. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know that I did look for Crunchman Hall and just doesn't exist. It's not real, you know? What's up, guys? So we made it out here to the University of California, close to downtown LA, and right behind me is the last filming location for the movie Matilda. This is the library that was used as the library that she would walk to supposedly the 10 blocks every day, but it is more like a hour drive, and it's maybe about 20 miles away from the Wormwood house. So they led you to believe that it was just down the street, which is believable in the movie, you know, of course. But yeah, here we are, part of our childhood right behind me. Let's go take a look. Okay, so in the movie, the first time we see the library, it would have been something along these lines right here, is how the library would have been framed, and then these two doors would have been open and welcoming Matilda into the library. But this is pretty much roughly the shot that we get in the movie. And look, here's the square where Matilda would have stood. When we see her, she stands on this particular spot right here, just like this. And the camera would have been looking down on her just like that, as she's looking up at the big library doors. So I cannot believe that I'm standing where one of my favorite childhood movies was filmed. All those times that I've watched it throughout the years, and here I am. The Edward Doheny Memorial Library. Awesome. And I think, honestly, nothing has really changed. And I even think that this rail is even the original one, because it's all like tarnished and it's all beat up. So I don't think they've really done anything to this library. Maybe a couple coats of paint possibly, but to be honest, I'm pretty sure everything is the same as it was in the movie. Nothing has changed, you know, really. Just the upkeep has been done. But yeah, there you have it, guys. We made it out here. I didn't think I was gonna, but we did it. So thank you to the guy who let me in. There it is, guys. Part of our childhood right here, right in front of me. I'm so happy that I got to make it out here and get this last filming location.